Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a match between Terror and Sunny here on Outsider. Top side it is Terror under his well-known Smurf name, which is just gibberish as far as I can tell. And on the left side of Outsider, we got ourselves Thomas S. Cruise, otherwise known as Sunny. I have no evidence that this is Tom Cruise, but Sunny played for SK Telecom back in the day. Participated in a tournament where SK Telecom took first place as a team, but I can't find any results for him on Wikipedia. I think I don't know. It says he retired in 2006 or so, but I don't think this replay is that early. Anyway. What are we looking at here? ZVT here on Outsider. It is a map where you get carriers against Zerg and PVZs, but no carriers today. No way to get them onto the map as far as I know. I don't know, maybe with hacks and stuff, but nobody's going to be hacking here. This is from a replay pack from Team Liquid, and they are very carefully screened to not be hacking replays, good ones that people have watched and chosen, and screened for me. It's Terror. Terror versus Sunny in a really, really good ZVT. The Overlord heading south here. Ooh, making the Overlord sounds a little early today. This water I'm drinking is really causing some stuff. Terror the Overlord scouting out on an Outsider. He does like Outsider because it's warm, but it does get a little bit hot for his liking, which is, you know, as a Zerg, you can handle some pretty extreme temperatures. Overlords can travel through space, right? Haven't we seen that? Isn't there a cinematic in Brood War where there's Overlords shown in space? Mutalisks too, which kind of blows your mind if you think about it. These beings, these biological creatures can survive in the vacuum of space, no problem. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so hatch first play. Here from Terror. Barracks coming up inside the main base for, I want to call him Tom Cruise so bad. Man, is Tom Cruise a stock? I'm not going to say has it ever been higher, because there was a point in the 80s where he was just churning out hit after hit after hit. I mean, even into the 90s, A Few Good Men, Top Gun. I mean, those two movies alone really made his entire career. Mission Impossible, insanely popular franchise that's still going to this day. But man, Maverick is so well received. I think Maverick might have made more money than any other Tom Cruise movie ever. It's about $800 million last I checked. And in fairness, ticket prices have gone up since the 80s and 90s and whatnot. His biggest hits are that long ago. As a macro hatch comes up here for a Mr. Terror. So yeah, movie tickets are like twice, if not three times as much as they were in the 80s. So $800 million now, adjusted for movie ticket inflation, is probably not nearly as much of a lead. Over something like Top Gun. I don't know. Actually, I want to figure that out. Somebody in the comments figure that out for me. Adjusted for inflation, is Top Gun Maverick the most successful movie that Tom Cruise has ever made? Maybe. Maybe it is. Ah, 2 racks opening here. Okay. We're going to do a push. We're going to go 2 racks. We're not getting gas, which I'm a little bit concerned about for my guy Sunny. If you show up with just Marines, you can actually do a lot of work. It's just their timing, without medic support, without firebat support, it's a small window. Well, you know, 2 racks aggressive. There's that gas. Is he going to move out or is he defending? It's a hatch first play. I mean, not that you can't be aggressive with a hatch first play, but yeah, there we go. Lair starts up before metabolic boost happens. So at that point, as the Terran, you're like, all right, we're good. You know what? We're fine. Let's just push out. Let's go. These are going to be slowlings. Let's at least poke here and force Terror to throw down a Sunken or 2, right? Maybe at least 1 Sunken. Take a drone. Sacrifice it forever for static defense. And then you'll be happy. The Zerg player will be sad because they don't want to do that. They don't want to sacrifice workers at all. But it's for balance purposes, obviously. Man, can you imagine if Zerg units didn't have to sacrifice a drone to make a static defense unit or a building? You'd have to stop. You'd have to slow down the larva production rate. You'd have to do a ton of things differently. So lings are out. SCV says you don't have speed yet, which is good, but it's a good number of Zerglings. So slowlings that will probably soon be speedlings. Bunker up. Marine count healthy. Stim's on the way, but it's not going to be here for the incoming Ling attack that Terra is going for. Terra is one of those players that does love his Zerglings, maybe more than average, in the professional StarCraft scene. Pokin. Yeah, with the bunker here, and a run-by is not really possible because of the setup here. Really nice look here from Sunny. At about 270 APM. Terra plays fast at about 330 or so. Got a Spire on the way on 2 bases. So it's going to be Mutalisks harassing. This is a good map for Muta harass. You can sit up here and mess around with those SCVs. You can attack from all the way up here, get into this mineral line. And you can retreat to the dead air spaces too, like here. And it's just really hard for Terran to deal with it. Extremely frustrating for sure. Third base coming in down to the south here. So the Mutas need to keep the Terran at home. These Lings need to keep the Terran at home too, because if these guys make a move for that 3 o'clock base, did he scan that? No. He's making a move like he has, though. The problem is if you move out too much, you don't leave enough to defend. If there's a Ling run by into the natural, is there? I don't know. Marines are just trying to get these Lings out of the neighborhood. I really think he's trying to make a move down here, which I would do. I would do it if I was Mr. Sunny here, is just make a move to the south, make a beeline before the Mutas come to kill you. Because the Mutas are starting now. There's a win. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, this is so good. The win rate of Terrans who can successfully kill the Zerg third base in the first 7 or 8 minutes skyrockets. That's it, man. Yeah. So the Lings can't stop this from happening. Dude, Sunny. Sunny, you absolute boss. This is key. I'm telling you, this is almost a game-winning move. Shutting down this third base of the Zerg player. He's a 2-basing Zerg versus a 2-basing Terran. And sure, there's Mutas out, but by golly, the Marine count is super heavy. They've got the Stim. They're working on the range upgrade. They're working on attack upgrades here, too. This Muta might just... Bad rally there for sure. The only way that Terra can really get back into this game is if he wipes out this entire army. With Lings and Mutas, he could maybe do it. Oh, bad rally on that Mutalisk, too. Oh, what is this drone? Oh, this drone is like, we can expand. We can take the third. Sunny's control is not super tight. And, I mean, it's hard. And then the Lings start rolling in. Okay, so I think this group is dead. But you know what? They accomplished their goal. And they're killing Wait, hold on. Are they dead? Yes, they're dead. They're dead. They killed some Mutalisks. A bunch of Zerglings died here, too. Drones coming down to take that third base. So it's not super denied forever third base. But it is a super delayed third base. That's amazing. That's such an advantage here for Sunny. He's going for just more and more racks. 3 racks are now up. Turrets coming in. He didn't go for turrets, at least in the main base. I guess the Marines are covering it here. Yeah, that range upgrade is done and everything. Lurker aspect coming in. He knows he can defend that third base with the Lurkers at this point. He needs it. Going to send a couple Hydras down, I assume, fairly soon to try to defend against future attacks on that third. But look at it. It's just now coming into... I mean, it's not even halfway complete. Mutas are trying to hack away at this refinery, but taking missile turret hits the whole time is not really the way to do it. Marines, they got that +1 attack? They do. They got the +1 attack. Excellent. The Mutas are at 0-0. Their upgrades are expensive. They take a while. Here we go. A couple Hydras heading down to the south. This is a thing where if you can move out as Sunny here, make another beeline for the third and kill the Hydras before they can get there and turn into Lurkers. Super good. It'd be super amazingly good. Turret Marine combo. Muta's Bane. They just don't like that at all for understandable reasons. Mutas are fast. Therefore, they are squishy. It is the immutable law of RTS. If you have a fast unit in your game, it also better be squishy and easy to kill, or else it's super overpowered. Tanky and fast is just too good. Way too good. StarCraft follows that rule to a T. In StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2, if you're fast, you're squishy. If you're slow, you're tanky and powerful. I mean, Mutas stacked have a really good DPS output, right? Not insanely good, but pretty good. But you have to stack them, and they cost 100 gas each. So it's a really big investment into these Mutalisks. Hive's on the way from Terror. He is sneaking in and taking a 4th base on the right side. Again, Outsider's a weird map. There are weird places to expand with weird bases. I like it. I like Outsider quite a bit, but it's, you know, not really part of the modern map pool for reasons. Reasons are, it's not Fighting Spirit. or circuit breakers, which apparently will live on in the map pool forever and ever and ever because they're both really well-balanced maps, and nobody hates them. Like this map, I don't know. I feel like maybe Zerg and Terran hate this map. I can see Zerg hating it just because, again, carriers are viable against them here, which is just the ultimate insult. Ooh, another dead SCV. Tanks, though. Tanks dying big. Ugh, you're willing to sacrifice a couple mutas there to kill a tank. For sure. Now they're like, okay, protect the tank. Surround him with his own personal bodyguards of Marines. This is Terror going all the Mutalisks, though. I mean, this is a lot of mutas. Defiler mound's on the way. He's getting some lurkers, too. Scourger out to try to deal with science vessels that might exist, because guess what? Irradiate is like 20 seconds from completing. Dropship in production here, too, from our dude, Mr. Thomas S. Cruz, and an SCV is allowed to come up here and see what's going on. These guys didn't burrow. I guess he doesn't have to if he's not actively being threatened, but it's just kind of, I don't know, sometimes you get caught with your pants down, man. You might as well be burrowed in case these guys take a sharp turn to the south, but nope. They're pushing into the natural base where there are burrowed lurkers here. Trying to kill, oh, got a science vessel. Was that a science vessel death sound? I think it was. I think I heard that. Consume's on the way. Okay, that's going to change everything, right? Once Consume's up, the Zerg's in a pretty happy place. But until then, this is really dangerous for him. He's really on the edge. Siege tanks moving up, re-sieging. This tank is kind of exposed. Marines coming around this right side would be a good idea. Yeah, Marines poking forward are not a good idea at all. Just stay, nope, stay in your lane. They avenged that Marine by killing the Sunken. Oh, getting that extractor would be huge. I mean, he's got this extractor and he's got this extractor, so maybe not as big as I'd want it to be. Got a Nidus at that third base too, because obviously, but doesn't need to Nidus down there because all of the danger is up here, boys and girls. Lings are running in. Dark Swarm is up. This is where everything gets better for Terror. He was very scared for a minute there, but Sunny wasn't able to push the issue enough to actually start threatening that base. He got the extractor, which is nice. But more Dark Swarm arrives, and Overlord dies as Sunny takes out his frustrations on that Overlord. Lings absolutely going to town, and they live in that Dark Swarm. You're in that Dark Swarm with the Zerglings, you will not come out on top. Vultures and Spider Mines, but also interesting, +2 attack. So we have talked about this recently, right? If you're going 8 racks, just making a factory and making some, I mean, you already have a factory, right? Because you made a science facility in a starport. So using your factory to just make some vultures. Just run around, throw down some spider mines, harass, go attack, you know, individual drones at bases that aren't well defended. Spider mines are amazing against these Ling heavy comps and also against Ultralisks, which are on the way, as Terror's Ultralisk cavern is about 20% complete there. Muta's trying to shark on in. Get inside the bunker, boys! They don't have to, apparently. They can chase the Mutas away anyway. Trying to take that turret down. Ow, ow, ow! Okay, a little careless there with the Mutas. Another push up to the north here. Trying to get maybe sandwiched in there. That's what Terror is going for. Overlord gets sniped. Dark Swarm is up. Get out of the Dark Swarm. Like, if there's one thing, Science Vessel dies too. If there's one thing you need to do in CVT is, when a Dark Swarm pops, you get out. You get out of it instantly. Don't stand there and fire at anything. Just run. Just immediately run. That's how Flash plays it. He never, ever, ever stays inside a Dark Swarm for any length of time. The Dark Swarm pops, he immediately stops whatever he's targeting, whatever he's trying to do, and shuts it down. This is kind of a 5th base from Terror. A bit of an overreach, and it's going to die. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's gonna die. These Lings. Oh, they got another Dark Swarm. Okay, it's out. And then he immediately retreats, and then the Lings have to retreat. It's kind of a tug-of-war. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. Killing the Defiler would be hot, and they get him. Nice. And then coming up into this base would be pretty bad for our guy, Terror. Where are your Defilers? Here it is. Defiler coming up, but is it too late? There's one Zergling in here. Just walk up the ramp. Oh, I know it's a Dark Swarm, but sometimes you got to check and see what's in there. And if it's one, just... Okay, there we go. But then more and more Lings. Come on in. Science Vessels wander into a war zone. They have Irradiates available. They do. And both Defilers get irradiated there. But holding on to this third base is massive. It was delayed, but it's alive. If it dies, at 14 minutes. Big trouble. Big trouble in Terrorville. Third base going to be landing here for our guy, Sunny. It's minerals only, and again, the enemy can get back here with, I don't know, lurkers or hiders and really mess this up. So you have to keep an eye on this. For both players, right? If you try to take a base on these minerals, the other side is a ripe place to harass. We've seen it over and over again here on Outsider. Ultralisks are starting to pop 5 at a time there. The first 3 have popped. There's 2 more. Working on chitinous plating. Anabolic synthesis will come up next. Science vessels a little exposed here. Another one goes down. Irradiating defilers. Target 1 is defilers. Target 2 is lurkers. And then target 3 is probably ultras if there isn't anything else to irradiate if you're a Terran player. This base coming up again. Are the vultures out doing stuff? Yeah, kind of. They're throwing down spider mines and whatnot. Science vessels, yeah. Just checking to see what's going on here. God, that's such great lurker positioning. That's hard to get into. And then the Ultralisks come rolling into the Dark Swarm to defend the homeland. The hatch dies. But another science vessel goes down. Marines, I don't know why you're doing this, Sonny. Maybe back out a little bit. Just a little bit. There's a lurker. Oh, there was a lurker up there, too. Run! There's only like 5 of us, and there's 3 full ultras with chitinous plating. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's extremely terrifying. Run! And they're running. Third base, happy stuff. Spider mines. Some friendly fire spider mine shots there. Real bad. Oh my gosh, they're killing medics! It's kind of backfiring. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Those are medics that would have otherwise died. Melee units are really bad at killing medics. Especially if they're running, but my gosh, they got caught up in spider mine splash damage and got obliterated there. 2-2 on the Marines and firebats and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe probably not ghosts. It is 1-2 on the Lings. Only Ultralisks here? Dude, that Nidus runabout to be here instantaneously. Nidus is good. Nidus is a good thing. Oh, but no Dark Sword to protect the Ultras means they will die. Okay. This is actually going pretty good for Sunny. I like this setup right here. Yeah, okay. So you're reading an Ultralisk who's standing next to another Ultralisk. Dude, this one's going to die from irradiate. It was already very, very injured. Oh my gosh, the Ultras taking too much damage and getting irradiated means you're toast. But Terra is expanding like a madman. He's taking a top left base. Is that inside Dark Swarm? Apparently it is. Now he's not. Just barely leaves it here. Oh, that Ultra's going to die, but his friends will avenge him. Yeah, all right. Irradiated Ultralisk doing extra biological splash damage to Marines, always good. But yeah, this 11 o'clock base from Terror is really nice for him. He's going for Ultras, which are a lot of income, so obviously. Science Vessel down again. Another one dies. And another one falls, another one falls, another one bites the dust. Sunny's in trouble here. 128 to 120 supplies. Zerg players up in total supplies. Got more bases. He keeps having to replant this one in the bottom right, but I mean, he's got other sources he can lean on in the meantime. +3 infantry armor on the way. This feels like drops. This is a good map for drops, isn't it? Yes, it is. We're just going to drop right on top of, this command center. Sure hope nothing bad happens to this little command center. Beautiful pull timing there from Sunny. He gets out. That's a lot of Ultralisks free inside effectively your main base because, look, this connects directly to the main base. Lift the command center. Sunny's not lifting the command center because he's going for a counterattack, which is getting Dark Swarmed into oblivion and scourged into oblivion. Dude, those science vessels, they're just getting absolutely removed, erased here today. Ultralisks casually hacking away at barracks, killing SCVs. SCVs fighting here with 6 armor Ultras. Not going to have a good time, friends. You do half a damage per hit on these big boys. 1, right? It's 1 damage per hit, rounded up from half. Insane. Nice plague. We got some plague out. Yeah, he holds the attack with Dark Swarm and Plague and Ultras and stuff. This is just, Ultras are free inside your main, because he's free. Free falling. The Ultras do have to get out. They decided not to be free anymore. Where are my overlords, they say? We need an evac. Stats. Okay, this is Terror's game to win now. It's over, man. It is finito. Science vessels are not being taken care of well enough. I like this drop, though. I really like this drop. Oh, but there's an Ultralisk here. And no, the Nidus wasn't killed fast enough. No, it was killed, but there's 2 Ultras and 1 Marine, and that's just not a great fight at all. But you will... Okay, all right. The Ultras didn't get picked up by their mom, the Overlord, and now they're dead. See this guy on this side of the minerals? He's stopping all the mineral mining at this base by himself. Because you can't cross this thing with melee units. Hilarious. Oh, drop down to the south. Okay, that Nidus gets sniped, but there's still 2 Ultras here. Yeah, so once again, just rough stuff, man. Sunny, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you're on 1 base. You've got 2 mining mineral patches right now, and Terror just has so many more. So many more. Unloading directly into an Ultralisk zone, not ideal. And then the Scourge kill this dropship. Ultras. We are very strong. We are very mean, say the Ultralisks. But if you've got 37 Marines with 3 attack and stim attacking you, well, Ultras are gonna die. Not with Dark Swarm, but normally. Yeah, here we go. This is what we're talking about. Ultra dead. That Ultra dead. That Ultra dead. Ultras can kind of start to fall apart a little bit in this matchup. I mean, the fact that all the science vessels keep dying is why Terra's going to win this game. Scourge. Oh, but see, we're busy attacking Ultras that aren't taking damage at all. Ooh, I love this attack over. Oh, this is good. We're back into mutas? I don't know about this. You have no upgrades, and these are 3/3 Marines. Okay, that was a bad idea. Is he trying to catch plagued science vessels? But there aren't any of those here, sir. Dude, this plague lasts forever. Not plague. Dark Swarm also lasts forever. Plague doesn't last as long. Dude, why are you down here alone? Why? Hey, somehow came out of that alive with no HP taken off either. Go figure. Look, Sunny's having a really good couple of minutes here, but Terror has this game won. Because, well, he's up 112 to 68 supply. He actually has income. Whereas Senior Sunny does not. His production tab is empty. He's got 43 minerals in the bank, and that's it. He's trying to long distance mine from here. Is that going to work out? I don't know. So you can make all the good trades in the world right now. You could probably kill this base too. Maybe even kill this one. Terror's still winning this game. He just has too much money coming in, and you do not. So Sunny, I appreciate it. This is a GG for the Terran or the Zerg player. Hit that like button. If you enjoyed this one on Outsider, Outsider always gives us pretty good games. I don't think I've ever cast a game in Outsider where I was like, that was underwhelming. As Ultras completely clear out every Terran presence at the 3rd base, which has been under attack a lot today. Right? It got murdered while it was under construction. It's been attacked at least 3 or 4 other times since then. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah, look, Sunny, I appreciate it that you have this base happening, but Terror knows it's happening. Terror is going to make, again, some really bad trades over the next couple minutes here, but he's going to win the game anyway. Like, this is how many resources? This is 4 Ultralisks and a Defiler, and I think he's going to lose all of it. Actually, maybe not. Reinforcing units coming in here. Dark Swarm, good. Another science vessel just dies. Just dies. Marines inside the Dark Swarm. Ah, that's it. GG! And Terror is your winner in 24 minutes and 37 seconds. Woof! Wow. Well, that was definitely something. That was a good ZVT, but Terror was too much for Sunny. And I know, I can hear you, Terran fans. Why didn't he just go mech? I don't know. But man, 8 racks was in style 15 years ago and is still in style today. So there's something about it, right? Something good. Maybe if he could have broken the natural before Dark Swarm shown up, then he would have won. I feel like this was teetering on the edge. And man, denying the third base put him ahead. But man, Terra's macro was just too good. His macro, his Dark Swarm placement, that was it. That was the game. Macro and Dark Swarm placement. Just making ultras and lings. And Scourge, man. So many science vessels died. Sunny does not know how to take care of science vessels. That is super clear from this game. Are there any science vessels alive right now? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this right here was the last one. You don't see it because it's dead. Ay caramba. Insane. What an insane play there from Terror. Sunny just not quite up to it, which is, you know, sometimes it happens. We just have to figure out who these players are. And next time I'm going to cast a Sunny game, I'm like, Terror's probably too much for him. Who else can he play against? 142,000 points there from Sunny, 165 from Terror. Killed more units, the Zerg player did today, which is not great in a ZVT. Getting outproduced and outkilled in the kill count? Ugh. Too many buildings raised on both sides, really, for that to be an even match. And this is it. This is the macro I was talking about. Outspent Sunny by a full, like, 24,000 resources? I can't do math on stream, but that is insane. Absolutely insane. What a play. What a play. What a match. All right, good. So that is gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.